Hello, this is Gore90, also known as Zesta Crackers, in Call of Duty Warzone. I'm going to be reviewing one of my solo gameplay Warzones that I finished 4th place in with 11 kills. I decided where I was going to drop in Storage Town. It's near the edge of the circle, it has a contract for a bounty, and it's a good place to gear up. So I can gear up, grab a bounty, and hopefully start making the money for loadout, UAV, and other supplies. Right here I see 2 other people dropping around the same place. So I'm going to be dropping on this side, hoping to gear up before I do run into those, if I do run into those. That I mistakenly grabbed the C4 over the frag. I prefer to have the frag, especially with the C4 nerf. At that point I did not check my corners, but I believe they were far enough away it shouldn't have mattered, but still I need to check my corners. I think it might be a little early, but I went ahead and grabbed the contract anyway. They're not one of the people in storage with me. They are over near airport. So I'm going to go try to look around, make sure nobody in storage is coming up behind me. Make sure nobody's on that roof over there. And then I'm going to go after that particular bounty. That is a pretty decent SMG. I have an okay assault rifle. I would prefer a Kilo and an Uzi, or the MP5 ground loot as my secondary. But most assault rifles are pretty decent. If you go with the LMG ground loot, they just have faster or slower ADS time and a slower reload time, but a bigger clip. And on that one, I noticed that it's a hybrid scope, so I switched to the closer viewing one since the SMG doesn't really have as much range as some of the weapons. Pull up my assault rifle just in case I get into engagement. I have a little bit longer distance with my shots. I don't really go into the right side of this. I'm expecting him to be on the roof. Most people would be on the roof. It's a power position. You can look around you and see more people and just kind of engage them as they come up rather than being on the same footing as them. So I'm assuming he's on the roof. So I'm going to try to zip up and take him. Hopefully unaware, because it looks like he's on the other side if he is on the roof. Kind of just look around, just check, make sure I don't hear anybody. Just kind of listen for footsteps. I hear footsteps. So it sounds like he's either above me or he might be coming down through that door. But I don't hear anything else, so I figure then he'll just go up. And if he's waiting for me, he's waiting for me. Don't see anybody. Check the roof. Heard footprint, steps. There's nobody right underneath me. It's like he's not on the roof, but he should be right below me or around me. So he's probably inside then. And I get lucky, he's right there, not even looking at me. Watching the other angle, he probably heard the footsteps on the roof as well. I assumed I was going to come through that area. Easy kill, easy bounty. Now I have enough for loadout. And there's just happens to be the spawn of the buy station right next to this area. Kind of close that a little bit just so I can hear somebody pass through. As I bust through a door was not the best play. Kind of just jump around the corner and make sure nobody's coming in. Kind of stop after I get into cover, kind of wait, listen for footsteps, kind of glance around. This buy station is not where the UAV got bought, so I should be safe. Kind of look around, check for the tops of buildings. I'm gonna throw in a somewhat defendable position. Kind of just look around. I want to make sure nobody's coming at me. Try to get behind it so I have a little bit more cover and can dodge if anybody does start shooting at me. Here I pull up my heartbeat even though it graphically glitches, and there's somebody on it. I'm like, okay, probably saw me. They don't seem to be rushing me, but they probably saw me here. So I'm trying to stay behind the tents, try to pick him off as he comes around. I'm using my kilo right now because it just does more damage. But if I'm going to pop out, I'm probably going to need my SMG. Just kind of keep tracking him to see where he's going. He's going to be in front of here, so I just pop out my SMG and get the kill. It didn't look like he was fully plated, but you never know. Get a UAV kill streak, so I get a free UAV and I get all his money.
Request flyover.
So now I can buy myself another UAV or something else. Kind of just check the map to see where people are. There's nobody really near me right now. People start showing up. Somebody in Storage Town. People I didn't kill earlier. There's that vehicle on the map. Nowhere near me. There's a guy who has to rotate in. And I'm just marking where I've seen people. So I know exactly where their locations are.
Be advised, UAV
I have an idea of where they are and where they have to move.
Going this way.
I'm going to try to pick that guy off.
Mark out.
I know there's a guy over there. For the dots, it looks like he's parachuting in. So the second mark was probably not needed. This spot right here, I'm going to try to pick him off as he's running across.
Contact.
Sadly, he's not running towards me or to the left like I anticipated. So preemptively shooting at him, if he would have kept running to the left, I would have plenty of time to beam him. I just waste too much time here trying to kill him. I should probably get on the roof. I try to get different angles. Maybe he's peeking different angles and I can possibly pick him off. It also depends on how many plates he has. If he has full 5 to 8 plates, if he can keep in cover, keep plating, it's just not going to be able to kill him. Having some trouble lining up a shot there. He hits me. I actually have to plate twice. He never actually moves from his position. He just kind of hides behind there until gas comes, which helps me out getting the kill later. But generally, if he should have moved to some more cover. At this point, if he had a good angle on me on this rope here, he might be able to see me go up and beam me, or just get past me. So all this time, he could be sprinting and he could be getting away. But I double check, see where he is. Gas is coming in. If he's still there, he's going to have to rotate, which he is. So I just go ahead and start beaming him. Miss a lot of shots though. I down him, meaning he has a self-revive because it is solos. But I don't have time to get over there because it's at least 7 seconds. He's in gas, I'm waiting till he reses. He has less health after he reses. Then now I need to get from gas. I need to get up on top. Give me a good spot to kind of look around. Maybe pop my next UAV.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Ground to actual. Request flyover.
Pop UAV, I see somebody on the map. It shows that he's
Mark out,
above
I'm
me,
going.
which I should have put 2 and 2 together. He has to be parachuting in. He's about to get closer. There he is. I'm going to pick him off as he stops and get his loadout. And I do. Now there's nobody really near me other than Storage Town and over by the hangars. Which he looks like he's going for the buy station, but I want my secondary for my loadout. So that's what I'm doing here. Also grab whatever cash this guy had. So I have MP5 Ghost loadout. My kilo back. I don't know why I checked the heartbeat. I knew nobody was near me, but just to be safe. And I swap out for my stun. I'm really thinking about maybe going back to heartbeat, but no. Just kind of check what gear he had. Just so I know what he had. Which ideally I should have checked his gear before I got my loadout. That way I could have saved all of his free loadout. So it would have saved me much of anything. But it is nice just to see what other people are running. At this point I have my AR out just because I'm going to be in a little bit more open area. So if he is happen to be running towards me, I can hopefully have the damage at the longer range to be able to take him. If he doesn't know that I'm here, he just knows he's being hunted. At least that's what I believe. So he shouldn't be looking for me or heading this way. But if he'd start rotating towards me and got in a different location, I might be able to beam him with my AR rather than running with my SMG. It would be faster. At this point, yeah, I pull out my SMG so I can run faster and hopefully get in front of him. I'm not cancel sliding correctly. Kind I'm just watching where the rotation is going to go, so I can kind of plan where I want to pop out. And at this point, if he's running across, maybe I can have my AR ready, so if he's running across the open field, which it shows he's not, so I should definitely go back to SMG as soon as I notice that, which I figured that out. And I want to hunt this guy down. There is that vehicle on the map, but it seems like it's stopping at a building, or got stuck on the building and is going away. Not towards me, so that's good. And if that building's going away, people are going to have their eyes on the building. I want to try to cut him off as he's running through a decent spot where I have several seconds to at least beam him. Think about going through here, but I'm like, no, I need to go around so I can make sure I have an open line if he starts running across this open part here. Don't think that vehicle didn't stop over by these houses, but there could have been people in the neighborhood just kind of watching. So this is a little bit dangerous on my part. Somebody poached him, so I know there's at least another person over here, but over near where he was. So I kind of look, kind of check around just to make sure, look around to see if anybody's looking at me. And I see this guy. I don't really have the time to beam him. I don't really anticipate where he's going. I kind of look and forget that that building was there. I was like, I'm gonna go around and see if. But he's booking it, so it's more likely he's just going. He's not going to stop and go as slow because he just killed one guy. With 59 people left, there's not many chances of another person or several people there. Well, in this building, just kind of just want to peek, but gas is coming in. Just kind of just wait till the gas catches up to me a bit. That way, I know one side is definitely clear. And I'm wondering if I can catch maybe whoever was shooting on the map over here. So I take it a little slower, maybe he's rotating in a little late, I can catch him running from the gas, being closer to the gas than I am, and either force him to run straight at me, or stop in the gas and get hurt, and be an easier kill. I just kind of look around just to make sure nobody's going to be rotating in a little late from the gas. I'm still a decent distance away from the gas, but I would need to start rotating. And right here, I'm just kind of looking around, making sure there's nobody here in the open field with my AR, just in case I do get an engagement at this range. I can actually down him even though I have amped, just to be a little bit, those few extra seconds. And I'm just kind of trying to watch in this hill, make sure to see if anybody's running across this hill. And just, there's plenty of trees I can kind of stay behind if I do get an engagement, but I want to have my AR out just in case, because of the faster time to kill at the range that I'm expecting them to be at. And I don't actually see any of those people I was tracking. And I don't want to go towards these buildings too blindly over that open road, because if anybody is in there or looking this way from there in front, they can beam me. Over here, at least have cover to jump behind some of these trees. Maybe get back over the hill if I need to. Definitely need to start looking for a buy station. Somebody has a recon over there, but a buy station would help with my UAV right now. And I need to be more aware of how much money I actually do. I want to run into this police station just to get more ammo.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone.
I'm not using a lot of my SMG ammo, but the AR ammo I definitely need to fill back up on. There could be some in here. I just kind of stop every now and then and just kind of listen. But I don't hear anybody. So I climb up here, there's a custom vehicle there, so that's kind of like, okay, maybe somebody's in this area or was. So I'm taking it a little slower. Have my AR out just in case somebody's on a roof near me. Kind of checking rooftops. See if there's any sniper glint. Okay, now I'm looking at the map, seeing where I need to rotate. I can either rotate straight in. Don't really like to go through all the buildings towards Promenade East, so I'm thinking go across that hill. I want to get that contract just for a slight UAV and just know where somebody is. And with 23 seconds left, I kind of want to wait for the gas to rotate, because as it's on people's back, they're more likely to be running rather than looking for, posting up and looking out windows for kills. So I'm just kind of checking the area, making sure nobody's there. And double check the right before I run across this thing. There's nobody going to be in the gas, I know that. So now I need to book it. Really need to pull up my SMG and go. Just a little bit more open, and with the timing, I'm gonna actually pull up my SMG and go for it. Just in case people are rotating through these open areas, I want to be able to beam with my AR. Gas is getting close. I want to make sure I get the contract before I rotate in.
Bounty target has been marked.
Okay, now I need to go a little bit faster. But there's a bounty target not too far, so if he's on this open area, I might be able to beam him. These buildings, there tend to be some people camping occasionally. But with the gas rotating in, they're probably already left if they hadn't seen anybody. There's definitely somebody down here. There's a plate over there. I'm just trying to get eyes on my target, and that seems to be him.
Sighted.
And I seem to get beamed probably from that little building over there that they're hiding in, waiting. Catch people rotating in late. And he put a smoke grenade, maybe thinking I would hide into it. I'm not sure. I thought maybe he was charging me. I know he's behind there, so I'm going to go ahead and just stun him and get him and finish him off. Let's try to stay behind this cover as I reload, just in case my bounties get hurt. He came back, grab his stuff. I'm trying to book it the long way around and get behind this cover in case that vehicle does come towards me, but he didn't notice me. I'm just going to ignore him for now, since I don't want to get it attacked by a vehicle in this open area. And I have my AR out just in case I do a gunfight. I am not prioritizing trees here, but I'm just kind of watching the hills and making sure as I come up that I don't see anybody. I'm just trying to get weaved into these trees and just kind of look around, because people do come up these hills and just chill. But with gas moving in, they're not going to be chilling 100%. They may be rotating in like me a little in front of the gas, which is, you know that nobody's in the gas behind you, but people could be around you. Kind of just look around those buildings, see if anybody's in there. It's actually in gas, so people could be running in from the hills. Just kind of checking my surroundings, trying to stay woven in these trees so I can dip to cover if I need to. Kind of look and see where the gas is. I stop here. Actually hear somebody. I don't know why he didn't see me, but he wasn't looking for me. So okay, armor box. Should have grabbed his gas mask. I could probably still grab a gas mask. From here I hear gunfire. Here. So I'm gonna kind of see if I can third party it possibly, or just kind of see if I have an aim on anybody, which I do not. Really need to get that gas mask, or buy one at the next station. But if nobody's looking this way after killing that guy, I doubt anybody's really over here watching it. I do see where the nearest buy station is, but I don't necessarily want to go the one in front if possible, just kind of one in between, because there's less chances of somebody watching it. Just kind of stop, look around, make sure nobody's kind of just starting to rotate in. It's 9 seconds till gas moves, which I want to try to start moving with the gas. That way people are still more focused on moving in rather than moving in rather than just camping and looking. Because as it gets later in the game, people just kind of find a good spot where they know they can defend and just kind of sit until gas till they have to start moving. So I'm trying to just check all my angles and go after it and just kind of make sure nobody's watching me. I mean, this is a good spot. I can always climb up to the roof, but I get another bounty just to see where somebody else is, and they're quite a bit of ways. And I know there's a buy station there. I'm going to need to get it, and I see that custom vehicle. I'm like, okay, somebody may be on top of the roof, somebody could be around. I have a good minute for the thing to close. I turn my watch off because, as you'll see later, you can see those kind of watches through walls, through doors, and it just gives away your position too much. I'm assuming it's a hack, or it's not a hack, it's a bug, but with the lighting in this game, it may just be something they can't quite fix. And I got an armor box, I should be set. I have 8 plates in my satchel. I kind of just watch my, get back here so I can watch everything. I just heard somebody, sounded like a loadout drop or something. So I don't want to move too fast with that custom vehicle being there, Because somebody could have got their loadout from the buy station, gotten back on top of the building I'm under, or on top of the other hospital building. So I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to start and rotate. I do want to get a UAV for sure, and I want to get maybe something else like cluster, just so as I get closer to the end of the game, I have a cluster to hit people with, who may be holding me down as I can't really move away from them. Now I see the gas moving in. They might be able to zip down the elevator shaft, but I doubt it, so there's really only two ways they come in, these doors or the other doors behind me. But I have about 50 seconds before it moves. I don't want to move too quickly,
Loadout drop headed your way.
because I'd rather have them focusing on getting out of gas than actually going after me or watching the place just hold up. I hear gunfire, or that may be vehicles blowing up from the gas. I believe I heard coughing, so I'm just trying to check behind me in the gas.
Only 25 remain.
I'm just going to look at that other door for a second, make sure it wasn't open. I'm just checking different angles. As the gas moves, I feel a little more confident in people. I'm going to try to stay under here, so if anybody does, if they don't know I'm here, they're going to parachute off pretty soon, not knowing I'm here, and there's nobody jumping. So I'm just go ahead and grab a UAV,
Request
pop it,
recon. Send the
grab a
flyover.
precision,
UAV entering the AO.
or a munitions box for later, is what I'm assuming. Now I have to run through the building. Don't have a lot of practice. I have some practice in the hospital, just not in these buildings as much. So I'm hoping I can get in and out pretty quick and not get caught. Should have bought a gas mask there
We're out of time.
for sure. Figure I have enough plates, so I got a munition box. There's one guy that won't talk. I missed some of my shots, but I get him and I see there's another guy running straight from gas. He's gonna come around this corner at me, away from gas, so I have the advantage. He's not even looking towards me though. There may have been somebody over there he was looking at. I think I grabbed his gas mask. I should have looked and see if he had a gas mask. I'm gonna try to use the train for a little bit of coverage. Somebody was over there. Looks like they got their loadout. There is one by a station. It's probably gonna be occupied because that's a decent set of buildings to sit on. And I just kind of want to just chill in cover. So if that guy behind me that didn't get to his loadout hasn't rotated in, I'm not open under the bridge for him to shoot me if he is coming in. And I mean, as the game progresses, I just kind of do wait with the circle, move in with the circle. And that's my preferred strategy, try to move in at an angle. And I'm just trying to watch it. Could be somebody still. I could be gatekeeping this a little bit, but I don't want to get caught on this edge of the circle underneath this bridge because I won't be able to rotate up without a gas mask very easily. So at least get up here, kind of watching behind me, trying to check and see if anybody's coming in from that other side. I don't see any movement. Kind of looking around, making sure nobody's coming in behind me. Pretty confident nobody's coming in behind me. I hear gunfire above me. I should be marking this stuff as I'm noticing it. And I see that green glint from a watch. And I know there's a guy there because that green glint looks like he may even have a 5mm laser on his weapon. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to open that door without him seeing it. So I throw a grenade. It's going to blow it open. As soon as it blows, I start shooting and I clip and kill. And I didn't notice something because I barely saw him for a couple frames. And I didn't see exactly where he was, I just knew he was on the possibly above me. Which this, I should not have clustered. Use a cluster and actually get the
Target
kill with
locked.
it.
Go for strike.
But,
Striker 3-1,
or at least down him. I don't know if I got the kill. And I'm gonna kind of look, because I'm gonna have to rotate in a second. So I down him. There's a guy right there, which I get lucky and get only headshots and down him. If he's not dead. I probably should have just stayed there and beamed his equipment. So I did not get that down on the roof with the thing. I'm just trying to watch my angles. Same with the silencer. Close that door so less likely for somebody to run in and shoot me. I'm just kind of watching my angle, waiting for gas to start moving again. And I have an ammo box, not an armor box. I really probably should have had an armor box. And I can beam this guy. I almost miss him, and I finish that guy off.
Gas is closing.
And I
Get to the
didn't
safe
notice
zone.
where that.
Only 4 enemies remain. You know what to do.
Yeah, that was the guy that ran around, so I knew he was gone. Try to get his plates and armor plate up, and I get shot. Now from the roof, I don't notice where that red dot was. So I'm thinking maybe it was that guy, but I don't look up. So I'm getting beamed. I'm like, okay, where did he beam me from? I probably should just try to rotate around this building really quick. I thought maybe it was a guy still in there, but I actually killed him.
And win this.
And so I really need downtown to be able to look up. And that was my biggest mistake, I believe. There's a couple spots that I should have done a little different. Like with the rotation, I probably should have tried to get ahead of it and maybe been able to get underneath him or away from him to where he couldn't kill me and possibly pick up the win. But that's my analysis of my game. If you like it, give me a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.